If you want healthy, high-protein, slow-cooker batch cooking ideas to sort your meals for the whole week, but you don't want a lot of boring stews or watery casseroles, these recipes are perfect for you. We'll kick things off with an absolute minimal prep recipe. This is a slow cooker chicken satay. Super easy to do. All we're going to do is just bung a load of ingredients into the slow cooker and it's going to do all the legwork for us. So first thing is our full fat coconut milk. Don't try and reduce the calories and use low fat because that will just split. Then we're going to add some corn flour mixed in water along with our peanut butter, any kind, crunchy, smooth, whatever. Some crushed garlic or finely chopped, along with 30 grams of Thai red curry paste. Now this isn't that spicy, so if you want a little bit of extra heat, you can add some chili flakes at this stage. Then we're going to add in our soy sauce along with 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Fish sauce for that traditional Thai flavour. You can leave this out if you really don't like it, but it doesn't taste fishy, it just tastes deep and delicious. Then you're going to add in some sugar, whisk it all through, and then to that we're just going to add in our chicken breast. You could use chicken thighs at this stage, and if you want to give it more flavour, you can cook the chicken breast before putting them in, but if you're short on time, just put them in like this. Make sure they're covered in the sauce, and then we're going to put the lid on it and give it about 2 hours on high or around 4 hours on low. Once the timer's gone, remove the lid, and now I really like to shred this one up. So get the forks in, shred it up. It just means that the meat soaks up more of that sauce and is really coated in it. You could serve the whole chicken breast if you want, but in my opinion, shredding is best. This goes really well with rice, and for garnishes, we like to use some coriander, some spring onions, a little squeeze of lime for a little bit of acidity, just takes it to the next level, and that is it. I mean, how easy was that? Okay, next up we've got a French classic chicken chasseur. This is ridiculously rich and delicious. You've probably not had it for ages, but once you've made it, you'll probably make this on repeat. First thing to do is brown the chicken. If you're short on time, you can easily skip this step, but I like to brown the chicken before putting it into the slow cooker. It only takes a couple of extra minutes. It's one pan. Just do it on a high heat and just get some color on that chicken. You're going to give the recipe way more flavor by doing this, so I highly recommend it. In the same pan, we're then going to add in our onions and mushrooms and cook that for a few minutes until the onions have softened. I really don't like putting uncooked onions into the slow cooker. It releases loads of water, makes the recipe taste soupy and just not great. This is a much better way to ensure your slow cooker recipes have a nicer, thicker consistency and lots more flavour. Keeping the heat on high, we're going to add in our wine and reduce that by about a third. That's going to burn off the alcohol and reduce that acidic taste, but it's going to give it a wonderful, rich flavour. Then once that's done, you're going to tip all of that into the slow cooker along with about 125 ml of chicken stock. We're going to add in some tomato puree along with some corn flour mixed in a little water to help thicken things. For seasoning, we're going to use some dried thyme, some dried tarragon, and then all you're going to do is just mix that through, add the chicken into the slow cooker. Again, if you've not cooked it yet, you're just going to put it in raw at this stage and pop the lid on it. After it's had about 2 hours on high or 4 hours on low, it's ready to go. Garnish with some parsley. It works really well with new potatoes or rice and then just gets stuck in. Hey, sorry for the interruption. Quick favour to ask, if you're enjoying this video and the recipes in it, it'd be great if you could just hit that like button, leave a comment below and let me know what your favourite is, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future recipes. Next up is one of my favourite beef recipes of all time. It is a Belgian beef stew called Carbonnade Flamande. It is ridiculously delicious, and one of the main flavours to it, or key ingredients, is a dark beer. So we're going to get our beef and we're going to add in our beer along with some garlic, and we're going to marinate this in the fridge overnight. You can easily use a 0% alcohol beer as well. It's still going to impart that flavour that we need. So if that works best for you, crack on. Then when it comes to cooking the recipe, we're going to chop up our onions, our carrot, our bacon. We're going to remove the fat to keep the calories down. And then we're going to heat our pan with some butter in it on a medium heat. And we're going to cook our veggies and bacon first to just give it more flavour. Like I said before, uncooked bacon and uncooked onions do not belong in the slow cooker. Cook them first, gives it more flavour. You're then going to pour in that remaining liquid from your marinade and just simmer that down for about a couple of minutes until it's reduced by half and it starts to really thicken up and looks something like this. Then once that's ready, you're going to tip that into the slow cooker with the beef that you've marinated overnight, and then you're going to add in your carrots, some beef stock, corn flour mixed in a little water to help thicken things, whole grain mustard, tomato puree, honey, a half teaspoon or about 10 grains of black pepper, bouquet garni and some bay leaves. Mix it all through and then lid goes on. This one benefits from low and slow, so 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low, and you're going to get something thick, rich, and absolutely delicious. In Belgium, you'd have this with some fries, but I really like it with some crunchy bread, and if you've got a bit of a leftover beer with it, get stuck into that too. From Belgium to Greece, this is one of the Greeks' most famous and delicious recipes in my opinion. It is beef Stifado, or a Greek beef stew. It is herby, rich, absolutely delicious, and will remind you of that Greek holiday. This is also one of the only recipes that I can actually be arsed cooking shallots. Normally I can't be bothered peeling them, but you need to do it for this recipe. So we're going to fry the shallots, the garlic, and then we're going to add in our red wine, simmer it down until it really thickens up and burns off the alcohol, and then we're going to tip all of that into the slow cooker with our salt, nutmeg, cinnamon, oregano. I mean, it's so flavoursome. You can just, the smell when you're making this is unreal. Then we're going to add in our beef, tomato puree, corn flour, and all the other ingredients. I should also mention at this stage in the video, all the recipes that I'm cooking in this video, you can get them in my high protein recipes app. There's a link to download it in the description below, and you'll get all these recipes and about 500 others. When it's ready, garnish with some parsley. I like to serve this with rice. Also, another really good one for the crusty bread, and just get stuck in. Right, we're continuing the world tour. We are now going to go to Morocco and do a slow cooker lamb tagine. If you're not a fan of lamb, you can easily do this one with beef as well. It's totally up to you. The flavors are going to be very similar, and it is delicious. So first thing we want to do is just get the lamb in the pan, give it a couple of minutes, brown it, and then tip it into the slow cooker. You're probably sensing a running theme here, but we're going to just add in our onions and fry that as well. And then we're going to add in our equal measures of garlic and ginger paste and give that a further 30 seconds before tipping all of it into the slow cooker. For seasonings, add the ones that you see on screen, or you could use an all-in-one Moroccan spice mix if you don't have all the individual ones. Then you're going to add in your tomato puree, corn flour mixed in water, beef stock or lamb stock if you have it. I didn't have any, so I'm just using beef. A can of chopped tomatoes. We're going to mix that through, and the lid goes on, and we're going to give it about 2.5 hours before removing the lid and then adding in our chickpeas that we've rinsed, dates and apricots and honey for sweetness. Mix it all through, and then we're just going to pop the lid on it and give it a further 20 to 30 minutes to heat up. Give it a garnish with some coriander and flaked almonds if you have it. It's a real feast for the eyes, and it tastes absolutely delicious with rice, couscous, or simply on its own with a bit of bread. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the recipes once you've had a chance to cook them. And like I said before, if you want all the recipes with the full instructions, you'll get them in my recipes app. There's a link to download it below, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future recipes. See you later.